What's going on? I've got a good one. We're in front of Judge Webster, and we have a defendant that starts off with a lot of excuses. Then she kind of she kind of goes off the rails a little bit. She blaming everybody. Then she says what she does for a living, which you're gonna get a little chuckle out of it. But you know what? To each their own. Make your money. And then she comes in with some attitude. You got a little bit of everything in this. Anyways, I'm Colin. We're coolin'. Let's go.
Man on the record in BU 2025 TR 1700. State of Kansas versus Catherine Lynn Mann. Jared Regier for the state. Catherine Mann, you want to start your audio and video, please? Catherine Mann?
I'm here. Sorry, my phone was having a hard time connecting.
All right, well, Miss Mann, you're here on one count of driving while suspended, a Class B misdemeanor. If convicted, your sentence could be a fine of up from $100 to $1,000 and up to 6 months in the county jail. Are you interested in the diversion that you've been hearing about this morning?
Yes, ma'am, that would definitely interest me. And to update you guys, I'm currently been trying to get that resolved with obviously the suspension. I had the police officer falsify the BAC level, so I'm currently now having to go pay my storage unit hopefully today. I'm hoping I can get all the funds for that and then dig through all the paperwork because my BAC level was a 0.12 and or 0.012 or whatever, and I have hypoglycemia. So legally, from what the attorney told me, is he wasn't supposed to breathalyze me and actually do a blood test because of that. And I just found out I was unaware hypoglycemic like 2 months ago. So I'm just trying to find that because he then wrote that it was a 0.126, which obviously that's a big difference. So I've noticed a couple people like that were in court that had the same BAC levels as well. So I'm just trying to protect myself and at least try to get that paper, and I'm hoping nothing got damaged during the move. But I was dealing with some domestic violence and got myself out of that and now in a hotel. But I'm just trying to make it through with 3 children and a dog. So I'm just doing the best I can, and I do apologize I haven't been able to just get this done right away and just send the information towards Destiny. So,
All right. I had, yeah, when I printed my list, okay, we only have the one case on Catherine Mann. That's 25 TR 170. But then I see there is on her Odyssey record an El Dorado 2025 TR 1796 pending. But that's driving while suspended as well. I don't understand where your BAC comes to play in this. Are you saying that that's why you were suspended, was a DUI?
yes, ma'am, it was a DUI, and I with the other account that happened in Kansas, that was on my way towards Oklahoma to see we'll have my daughter see her father for 4th of July. And obviously, for my very first road trip, I got a ticket on the first day and hit a deer in Burlington in Colorado. And then obviously was just hating myself for ever driving there because I didn't know that I had a suspension. And then obviously, once I was aware, I was just trying to get home. And obviously, thankfully, the officer did let me leave and didn't impound my car or imprison me. But it was obviously due to the fact that I had my daughter with me that there was some leniency. And I do appreciate you guys for giving me that opportunity because I was just trying to do this for her father. And now, obviously, I will never do that again. You guys will never, obviously, as once I got back into Colorado, like I have been just using metro buses and using rides from friends. And it's been really hard until I can get that paperwork. But I, obviously,
Plus,
due to the not being able to work like I used to, I am not really able to like get
Miss Mann,
things taken care of.
I'm gonna kind of draw you back into the matters at hand. that may or may not be related, but right now we have limited purposes for being here. So you said you have a DUI in another state that got you suspended, and you're challenging that right now?
Yes, because the officer falsified the
Okay,
BAC level.
okay. Did you say you have an attorney looking into that or not?
I have.
All right. Show of hands, real quick. Who thinks that the officer falsified the BAC level? I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but she's saying that there was two. He wrote down 2 levels. That does happen. Because generally you don't stay at the same BAC for a giant period of time. You're either going up or you're going down. And yeah, well, we're gonna keep it at that. The blood test, that might be true. I have no idea, but it's not going to change that much. But he may have falsified it as well. Who knows? We don't have enough time to investigate this, so let's just keep going with this case.
Have an attorney for that, yes. But that was a court-appointed one.
And are you saying he falsified it, or he just didn't take into consideration that you were diabetic?
He falsified because there's 2 different BAC levels, and then he wrote 2
Okay.
different speed, because
All
he
right, well,
originally pulled me over
let me
for
stop you
speeding.
there. Okay, let me stop you there because again, we don't need to take that all up today. Are you going to apply for an attorney in this case, or hire an attorney, or waive your right to an attorney?
I would like a court-appointed attorney if
All right, let's see if you
I can't do
qualify.
am I not still doing the diversion? I'm confused. I'm just
Well, if you have 2 driving while suspended pending, and you have a DUI in another state, I don't see it on your Kansas court file, but
well,
if
it's
it's in,
because it's in Colorado and
yeah.
I'm currently like fighting for that, so that's why
All right,
it's probably
okay,
doing that.
well, I don't see that you're gonna probably qualify for diversion. You can look into it, but I don't expect you to probably qualify.
I mean,
But,
I know at least the other location they're giving me that opportunity, so I was just truly hoping that you guys could do that for me at least.
well, you and your attorney can look into that unless you don't want an attorney. But do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want me to ask you about that?
Yeah, I would need a court-appointed
All right,
attorney.
okay,
I'm
slow
on
down.
ABT and WIC, so
Okay, slow down. How much money do you make per month?
I make only like $350.
And do you get that from the state? Did you
I
say?
get from the state, I only get, I think, 250.
And is that in food stamp assistance or
That's
food card?
cash assistance. And
You
then
get
for
cash
food stamp,
assistance.
I don't know what that exactly is. I think it's like roughly around like 400 or something like that.
Right.
It
Okay,
just
well, hang
significantly
on.
dropped.
Do you, in addition to the cash assistance and the food assistance from the state, do you have a job that gets you any money?
Holistic healing and online creating, so, and that doesn't make much, so.
How much per month do you get for this holistic healing job?
Um, I have not been currently being able to book anybody, so currently $0 for that, and for anything online, it's only about 250, if not 350.
What do you do online? You make things and sell them?
I do OnlyFans.
Okay. All right, so $500 a month, and how much for rent do you pay?
I'm paying $418 for the hotel, a week.
So you stay in a hotel, okay, and that covers your electricity and so forth. And did you say you have a child also or not?
I have 3 children and 1 dog.
And who supports them?
Myself and a little bit of their father.
Hmm. I'm going to find that you do qualify for court-appointed attorney. I will appoint attorney Darren Patterson. His number, are you ready to write it down?
I'm trying to think of where my pens are right now.
Always, everyone, bring a pencil or pen to court. Always
I'm just
bring
gonna
it.
go and text it to myself.
All right, are you ready to text it to yourself?
Um, yes, I am ready.
All right, it's 3-2.
All right, we don't need the number. I know it's publicly accessed. It's a public defender, but yeah, we don't need to do it. So, how do you guys like the case so far? This goes on for a little bit. So, Judge Webster says the number, and she's like, I'm not from there. I don't know the area code. I don't know why, but that became an ordeal. So then Judge Webster said the entire number with the area code, and then she repeated it. And then Judge Webster asked the court coordinator to say it again. So they go through this for about a minute, just for a phone number. You know, at least she got it right. Confidence. Let's go. We should be good now.
322-7700.
322-7700.
There we go.
Now then, Miss
Now we're good.
Mann, you need to call Mr. Patterson as soon as the court is over and get set up to talk to him about your case. But you need to also go into a breakout room with court security too. Deputy, that's what you're showing, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Your Honor,
Mr. Regier,
the state does wish to be heard on the issue of bond at the appropriate time.
this is appropriate. Go ahead.
Your Honor, in addition to the statements made on the record today, it would appear that this is a defendant who, pursuant to the ticket in this matter appears to refer to an address outside the state of Kansas. Additionally, if the court is prepared to accept a proffer, it would appear that in Ellis County District Court case number 25 TR 1796, there was a prior failure to appear pursuant to a journal entry of first appearance. Looks like that was back in August of this year. Therefore, the state is recommending a $3,000 bond. State has no objection to an OR bond.
All right, I'm gonna, Miss Mann, you need to put your camera back on.
Okay.
All right, Miss, I'm gonna
And
set
that
you
was
back.
currently because of the domestic violence that I was dealing with, and I showed the documentation to that the county so that they could take care of it and obviously give me a new court date. So I resolved that situation.
All right, so I'm gonna set your bond at 3,000. You're not gonna have to put the cash up unless you fail to come to court, and then you'll owe that to the state and have a warrant for your arrest. So make sure you're here at that date that I gave you, or I'm going to give you, which is when.
So you guys are making me come physically now.
Okay, stop right there. We're not doing anything to you, Miss Mann. You brought this
I'm
on
asking
Here comes the attitude.
a question.
You brought yourself on this yourself, or perhaps the officers did lie. That will be determined at a later date. But I did not go out looking for you. No one in the state of Kansas, other than perhaps officers enforcing traffic, went out looking for you to drag you in here. Now, if you want an attorney, I'm going to have to give you time to talk to that attorney. Why give you an attorney if you don't want to talk to him, if you want to take care of it all right now? You see why I need to set this over?
I'm not sure you're actually understanding what I'm asking. I'm asking if I need to physically come into court, like Kansas, or if I'm doing Zoom still. I'm not asking for anything else. I'm not asking for a lawyer. I'm just literally asking if I'm coming to court, because you guys are saying I'm having an OR for 3,000. So I'm just trying to comprehend this so I
All
don't
right.
miss anything.
Okay. Do you or do you not want a court-appointed attorney?
I already wrote down the number, so I thought that was what we're doing, so I'm really
I'm
confused.
asking you a question. Let's
Yes, I want a
unconfuse you.
court-appointed attorney. That's what I thought we were doing, so that's why
That
I'm really
is okay.
confused.
Okay, that is what we're doing. I did appoint Attorney Darren Patterson, and I gave you his number. But if you want him, we have to set this over to another date. And I was getting ready to ask Destiny what date she has for you to come back. Where can you fit her on the schedule, please, Destiny?
Your Honor, I have December
my
29th
question.
available.
December what?
29th.
Ms. Mann, please don't talk over her because I can't hear her. What was it? One more time.
December 29th, 29, Your Honor.
Okay, December 29th, 2025 at 8 a.m. You must be back here by Zoom Miss Mann, like you are today.
All right.
Is that a big
Yep. December
inconvenience?
29th at what time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. So it'll be 7 a.m. in Colorado, right?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what time you are right now.
It's 9:34. So what time is it there, ma'am?
10:34.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, hopefully that won't be too big of an inconvenience for you, but if it is, you still have to live with it. Now, this is the part you're.
Oh, I love it. Hopefully that's not going to be an inconvenience. If it is, too bad. If I was Judge Webster, I would have messed with her there. It is 9:34 right now here. What time is it there? It is 11:15. Just like, wait, what? All right, we're almost finished with this, so let's finish it up.
Definitely not going to like, because Kansas law says that anyone charged with an A or B misdemeanor or higher, which are the felonies, must be fingerprinted and have their photo taken. So you're going to have to come to do that at some point. Now, the officer will work with you on when you do that. And you will have to have a $3,000. Is that what you recommended, Mr. Regier? 3,000 OR?
Yes, Your Honor.
A 3,000 OR bond. You will not have to put the money up, but you will have to get your picture and prints taken. And you have to sign a bond acknowledging that you know if you fail to come to court, that bond can be forfeited. You could end up owing a judgment. You won't put the money up, so it'll be a judgment basically to the state of Kansas, and you'll have a warrant for your arrest. So does that confuse you, or does that make sense? Do you
No,
understand
that
that?
makes sense because that's what Ellis County had told me to do. Though that's what I did with Ellis County. So, am I able to do fingerprints here at my location, like nearest to me in Colorado Springs?
I don't believe so. You'll have to check with the deputy, but I'm going to order that you do it in person so that they know the person given the fingerprints is in fact the person that says they're given the fingerprints. I have not found a way around that.
Well,
So
I mean, I don't know how Kansas works, but I mean, we just go to the police department and they have the scanners, so I don't really know how
okay.
else they do it there. So,
Well, I will say the officers to have my authority to do it if it can be done. Otherwise, it's my order that you do it in person if they can't work it out between the Colorado and the Kansas agencies. And I don't think they can, but that's where we are on it.
because currently they're not wanting me to leave the state, so I'd had to get permission to do that, even to do that. So I
Okay,
would have
so
to
let
make
me see
sure
if I
to,
understand. You live in Colorado,
yes,
but you
I
have
was
different.
visiting Oklahoma
Okay,
for my
stop right
daughter's
there.
father.
All right, so you live in Colorado, but you came through Kansas on your way to Oklahoma where your daughter's father lives.
Yes, for 4th of July.
All right, and you got a DUI. Was the DUI in Ellis County out
No,
west?
the DUI was in Colorado Springs, El Paso County.
All right, so you got DUI in Colorado, and is that the one that you can't leave Colorado on?
Yes, ma'am. I would have to get permission if that was the case, if I had to go physically into Kansas.
Okay, are you on probation in Colorado?
I am not on probation. They have not made that. And more than likely, they would probably do unsupervised because of me being in intensive probation, um, because of other things that have happened to me in the past, from domestic violence, having my jaw shattered apart from a shotgun in October 10th of 2018. I have been in group homes and foster care, so I was in intensive probation due to that, so that the probation officer can be able to give me the best resources to be able to
Okay, well,
not
I don't need all of
reoffend.
that. Thank you. I don't need all of that. But I just want to make sure I understand what kind of a risk you may or may not be on bond. So you live in Colorado, you're on bond in Colorado that says don't go out of state. Is that correct?
Yes,
So you'd have to get permission from your Colorado judge to come here to give your fingerprints and sign your bond, right?
yes,
Okay. And then you got a driving while suspended in Ellis County that's still pending and you have a driving
Yes,
while
they're giving me a
suspended?
diversion right now.
And you have a driving while, do you suspended here pending? And then did you say you got into some issues in Colorado or in Oklahoma or not?
No, I was very well. Once I got to his house, I made sure that I was only being driven.
You were what? I'm sorry, I heard someone
I
else.
was only being driven by the father and their family. Was not letting myself make more of an ignorant decision. I was just trying to let my daughter see her father because he hadn't seen her for months, and I felt really bad. And he was going through stuff, and so I was just trying to be a good mother and like a good person to him. So I obviously got in trouble for that, and I will never make that mistake again. So I'm just trying to get everything taken care of, and that's why I said I had to go through a storage unit after all the domestic violence I went through. Like, and
All right,
obviously
hold up. Okay, so you were violating a protective order down there in Oklahoma. Is that what they charged you with, or they didn't charge you with anything in Oklahoma?
I was never charged in Oklahoma with anything. I never did anything wrong in Oklahoma.
Okay, all right, so we got that clear. Mr. Regier, was there anything else you wanted to be heard on?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
I am going to set the bond at 3,000 OR since she showed up today by Zoom. She can show up by Zoom at the future hearings. You must contact Darren Patterson and tell him your court date and your contact information so he can help you. And then go into the breakout room as soon as I'm through talking to you. You'll get an invitation to breakout room on your screen. Click on that, go into court security 2 with the officer and set up a time to do your picture and prints. And then call Mr. Patterson in that order.
Okay.
And all right, so be it. Anything from either party?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Miss Mann. Look for that breakout room.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I don't really have much more to say. We all watched the same video. Not a lot of commenting at the end, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, hype the video if you want to. I would appreciate all of those. Those are the best way to support the channel. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Until next time, bye.
All right, let's